This ever-restless planet possesses awesome power. It can move mountains, divert the course of mighty rivers, and transform millions of square miles of dry land into a vast, simmering swamp. How did millions of years of rotting vegetation in just such a swamp turn into America's most abundant source of fuel? Coal fuels half of the power stations in America. Almost half of all that coal comes from a single valley in Wyoming, the Powder River Basin. It covers over 20,000 square miles of flat, dry prairie. Coal from the Powder River Basin yields enough electricity for 1 in 5 American homes.
It's nice to be able to help millions of people out, in their daily life, so they can see at night. Alarm clocks can go off in the morning. They can fix their breakfast.
Dennis Rogg operates a shovel that loads the mine's gargantuan trucks. Each one holds 250 tons.
There's about 35 ton of coal in that bucket. That's about 7 bucketfuls in a truck. And it goes up in silos, through crushers into the silos, and then they load it out on the trains from there.
Lynn Huskinson drives one of the largest loaders in America. It's as high as a 2-story house.
Actually, the shovels are more efficient than the loaders, but the loader can get into a tighter place because it has articulation.
Next step, you need a mile-long train to put the coal in.
Lots of coal. Like sometimes 5, 6, 7 trains, 110 coal cars. That's a good day, I think. I love my job. I guess I'm guilty of kind of taking it for granted because it's just something I've always done. I started when I was 19 years old. I'm a native of Wyoming. It's a beautiful state.
Coal was created here 55 million years ago. Back then, this place looked very different. It was a giant bowl surrounded on all sides by mountains. The climate was radically different then too. Subtropical, like Florida, warm and wet. Rivers draining the newly formed Rockies drowned the land. The basin filled up and turned into a swamp, teeming with life. You won't find them in Wyoming today, but back then there were alligators, flamingos, and the ancestors of today's redwood trees. When trees and plants die and fall into a swamp, they can't decompose and instead turn into peat. Over millions of years, the peat compacts to form coal.
This piece of coal that I picked up here actually has a piece of amber in it, which is fossilized tree resin. About 1 foot of coal takes about 7 to 10 feet of peat to do that. We have approximately 100 feet of coal here that derive from that peat that accumulated in the swamp over those years. In this whole deposit, the Powder River Basin, there's billions of tons of coal.
Blasting is an easy way to get at these unusually shallow coal beds. They cover an area twice the size of New Jersey. A legacy from the earth that keeps America's lights on and appliances and computers humming. Enough here for at least another 100 years.